Hello, today I'll be talking about Ninjask, one of the two evolutions, of Nincada, who evolves at level 20. Its previous PYC dates are December 13th, 1996, October 4th, 1999, July 25th, 2002, May 15th, 2005, March 5th, 2008, December 25th, 2010, October 15th, 2013, August 5th, 2016, May 27th, 2016, and March 17th, 2022. I think it's interesting that when Nincada evolves, it evolves into Ninjask and Shedinja simultaneously. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we're talking about Ninjask, the ninja Pokemon, whose number is 0 to 191. This is what it looks like. Its type is Bug Flying, abilities, Speed Boost, Infiltrators, it's an ability. Gender ratio is 50-50, catch rate is 120 or 24.9%. Breeding is a group bug. Hatch time 15 cycles. Height is 2'7" or 0.8 meters. Weight is 26.5 pounds or 12 kilograms. Base experience yield is 155 in Gen 3 through 4 and 160 in 5+. Leveling rate is erratic. EV yield is 2 and speed. Shape is that. Footprint is that. Pokedex color is yellow and base friendship is 70. Ninjask is a dual type bug/flying Pokemon introduced in Gen 3. It evolves from Nincada starting at level 20. This evolution can trigger the creation of a second Pokemon, Shedinja, if the player has an empty slot in their party and an extra Pokeball in hand. Biology: Ninjask is a small cicada-like Pokemon with 2 pairs of wings. Its body is mostly black with accents of yellow and gray. Most of its head is yellow, but there is a solid band of black between its gleaming red eyes. The band expands into a circular pattern on its forehead between 2 pointed crests on the sides of its head. The underside of its head is gray and segmented, making it somewhat resemble a veil. On its back is a patch of black with a stretch of yellow shaped like an upside-down letter Y. Most of its carapace and abdomen is black, but there is a ring of yellow near the tip. Its gray insectoid arms extend from its chest and usually have their small yellow claws turned inward. There is a similar pair of back legs. It has large veined wings with triangular red tipping. Ninjask is a very fast Pokemon that is said to be able to evade any attack and was long believed to be invisible due to its high speed. If it is not trained properly, it will refuse to obey its trainer and cry loudly. Due to this, it is said to put the trainer's abilities to the test. Hearing its loud cries for too long induces a headache. It lives in tropical and temperate forests where it congregates around tree sap to feed. Evolution: Ninjask evolves from Nincada. When Nincada evolves into Ninjask, it can also evolve into Shedinja simultaneously, which appears in an empty Pokeball. So, Nincada, Ninjask, Shedinja. Game data: Pokedex entries in Gen 3 and Ruby. Ninjask moves around at such a high speed that it cannot be seen. Even while it's crying, it can be clearly heard. For that reason, this Pokemon was long believed to be invisible. Sapphire: if Ninjask is not trained properly, it will refuse to obey the trainer and cry loudly continuously. Because of this quality, this Pokemon is said to be one that puts the trainer's abilities to the test. Emerald: because it darts about vigorously at high speed, it is very difficult to see. Hearing its distinctive cries for too long induces a headache. Fire Red and Leaf Green: this Pokemon is so quick, it is said to be able to avoid any attack. It loves to feed on tree sap. In Gen 4, Diamond Pearl and Platinum: because it moves so quickly, it sometimes becomes unseeable. It congregates around tree sap. Heart Gold and Soul Silver: its cry leaves a lasting headache. If heard for too long, it moves so quickly that it is almost invisible. The Gen 5 Pokedex entries are Diamond Pearl and Platinums. In Gen 6, X is Heart Gold and Soul Silvers. Y is Diamond Pearl Platinum in the Gen 5 entries. Omega Ruby is basically rubies, but Ninjask and Pokemon are now the correct casing. Alpha Sapphire is basically sapphires, but Ninjask. Trainer and Pokemon are now the correct casing, but Trainer is still capitalized for some reason. In Gen 8, Sword is Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and X's entry. Shield is basically Fire Red and Leaf Greens, but Pokemon is now the correct casing. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are very similar to Diamond and Pearls, but slightly different, so I'll read it. Because they move so quickly, they sometimes become unseeable. They congregate around tree sap. Game locations. Side game locations. Stats: base stats: HP 61, attack 90, defense 45, special attack and special defense 50, speed 160, for a total of 456. Pokeathlon stats: type effectiveness: damage normally by normal, poison, ghost, steel, water, psychic, dragon, dark, and fairy. Weak to flying, rock, fire, electric, and ice, all for double except for rock, which is for 4, immune to ground, resistant to fighting, and grass for a 4th, and bug for half. Notes: if gravity is in effect, this Pokemon is given an Iron Ball in Gen 4 or ring target, or is affected by Smackdown or Ingrain. The effectiveness of ground type moves is half, so it would go from 0 to half.
In Gen 5, if this Pokemon is given an Iron Ball, the effectiveness of Ground type oozes 1, so go from 0 to 1. Learn Set by leveling up will go down to level 20. Guess we'll do this upon evolution here and then go down to level 23. So, upon evolution, you get Double Team, Screech, and Fury Cutter. Level 23 Absorb, 29 Bug Bite, 36 Fury Swipes, 43 Mind Reader, 50 Slash, 57 Swords Dance, and 64 X-Scissor. By TM/GR, because it has a different typing than Nincada, we'll read all of them. So in Sword and Shield, TM, 08, Hyper Beam, 9 Giga Impact, 11 Solar Beam, 15 Dig, 16 Screech, 21 Rest, 23 Thief, 24 Snore, 25 Protect, 28 Giga Drain, 32 Sandstorm, 34 Sunny Day, 39 Facade, 40 Swift, 56 U-Turn, 76 Round, 78 Acrobatics, 94 False Swipe, and 95 Air Slash. By TR, 00 Sword Stance, 12 Agility, 18 Leech Life, 20 Substitute, 26 Endure, 27 Sleep Talk, 29 Baton Pass, 33 Shadow Ball, 35 Uproar, 60 X-Scissor, and 61 Bug Buzz. Brilliant Time, Shining Pearl, TM11, Sunny Day, 15 Hyper Beam, 17 Protect, 19 Giga Drain, 22 Solar Beam, 28 Dig, 30 Shadow Ball, 32 Double Team, 37 Sandstorm, 40 Aerial Ace, 42 Facade, 44 Rest, 46 Thief, 51 Roost, 54 False Swipe, 58 Endure, 62 Bug Buzz, 68 Giga Impact, 70 Flash, 75 Swords Dance, 81 X-Scissor, 82 Sleep Talk, 87 Swagger, 89 U-Turn, 90 Substitute, 93 Cut, and 97 Defog. By breeding, we're skipping for both of them. By tutoring, in the Sword and Shield Expansion Pass, you can get Dual Wing Beat or Skitter Smack. Nothing by Prior Evolution. By transfer from another generation, for Air Cutter, 3 through 7 Attract, 6 and 7 Bide, that doesn't work anymore, 4 Captivate, that doesn't work anymore, 6 and 7 Confide, 5 and 6 Cut, 4 and 7 Defog, 3 Double Edge, 3 through 7 Feint Attack, that doesn't work anymore, 4 through 6 you get Flash, that doesn't work anymore, 3 through 7 you get Frustration and Hidden Power, that doesn't work anymore, 5 and 6 you get Hone Claws, 7 Laser Focus, 3 Mimic, 4 Natural Gift and Ominous Wind, neither work anymore, 3 through 7 Return, that doesn't work anymore, 4 through 7 Roost, 3, 4, and 6 Secret Power, that doesn't work anymore, 3 through 7 Silver Wind, that doesn't work anymore, 4 through 7 Spite, 4 String Shot, 5 and 6 Struggle Bug, and 3 through 7 Swagger and Toxic. TCG only moves, Supersonic on this card, side game data, you got all this, Pokemon Ranger in the browser entry. Ninjask darts around at dazzling speed, while furiously flapping its wings. In Shadows of Volumia, it flies around at blinding speed. Evolution data, Ninjask evolves from Nincada starting at level 20. This evolution can trigger the creation of a second Pokemon, Shedinja, if the player has an empty slot in their party and an extra Pokeball in hand. Note that the Pokeball has to be a regular Pokeball. In Gen 3, an extra Pokeball is not necessary to obtain Shedinja. In Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time and Explorers of Darkness, Shedinja will not be mentioned when evolving Nincada, but will subsequently appear in Chimecho's Assembly. Nincada, level 20, Ninjask, if Pokeball in bag, Pokeball not needed in Gen 3, Space and Party, Shedinja. Sprites, so that's interesting. Okay, yeah, I mean, mostly just remains the same, I'd say. It's kind of gold instead of the black parts, that's kind of fun. And the white as well, kind of getting replaced with the kind of yellowish. Okay. Full back sprite's one of the rare times in which you get the full back sprite in the first generation. That's its first generation appearing. That's interesting to see the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah. It changes a little bit, zooms in a little bit more for the back sprite. But yeah, not really much changes terribly here. Yeah, slight design modifications. I think the head thing changes a little bit. Yep, it kind of brings back a little bit more of the black. Kind of makes it more kind of, I don't know, orange instead for the body, rather than kind of a gold color. Yeah, whatever that kind of reddish orange thing. Yeah. Then you got full back sprites again in Gen 5. Of course, different angle. Yeah, not really much changes though. Yep, you got these guys, you know, models. Yep, not really much changes. Colors probably changed a little bit. It's become a lot more like light green and kind of more noticeably different kind of orange there. Yeah. Slight difference, not really much changes. slightly different, I think, particularly in the head thing, I think. Gen 7. Better models in Gen 8, of course. Got these models in animation, Ninjask in Pokemon, the series, XY. Okay. Got all this. Yep. Pokedex entries in Advanced Generation, episode 190. In May's Pokedex. Ninjask, the ninja Pokemon. Ninjask is said to be so fast it's able to evade any attack. In Diamond and Pearl, episode 187. In Dawn's Pokedex. Ninjask, the ninja Pokemon, and the evolved form of Nincada. Because of its swift flying velocity, it can become impossible to see. In Journeys, episode 91, in Go's Rotom Phone. Ninjask, the ninja Pokemon. A bug and flying type, Ninjask are so fast they are said to be able to dodge any attack. Pokemon Generations, and Ninjask, Pokemon Generations, and Dusclops. Okay, guess that's Poketuna. Okay. In the manga, Ninjask in Pokemon Adventures. Okay, in the TCG. Trivia, Ninjask has the highest base speed stat of all bug-type and flying-type Pokemon, as well as all non-legendary and non-mythical Pokemon. Ninjask is the only Pokemon with a base stat total of 456. Ninjask shares its category with Greninja. They are both known as the Ninja Pokemon. I've read this final point in the Magikarp video, but not the sub-point, so I'll read it. Additionally, Ninjask is the only evolved Pokemon to hold this distinction. Origin. Ninjask appears to be based on an adult cicada, with its colors resembling a bush cicada. As its species name implies, it may also be based on a ninja due to its name, quick movement, and natural ability to learn double team by leveling up, a common ninja technique in Japanese media, and various cunning attacks. This combination may be further inspired by stories of ninjas using cicadas to mask their own sounds, or reference to the Utsami no Jutsu, cicada skin technique, a technique using decoys to misdirect opponents. Name origin, Ninjask may be a combination of ninja and mask. Tekkanin may be a combination of Tekkamen, man in the iron mask, and ninja may also involve Tekka, gunfire, and other languages. External links. Let's move on.
Now let's watch Ninjask's first scene in the anime.
Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 318, The Princess and the Togepi. In this episode, Ash Ketchum, the main character, and his traveling companions, Brock, May, and Max, as well as his faithful Pokemon Pikachu, have reunited with Misty and her Togepi. They have all been kidnapped by Team Rocket, who are working for General Hanson here, who wants Misty's Togepi. He's gonna show off his Ninjask and Shed Ninja. So there's the Ninjask, joining Shed Ninja here. Max.
Misty, what's wrong?
I would say that's probably Ninjask's first scene in the anime. Let's move on.
Now let's see why other people love Ninjask. Now let's look at fan art.
Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you who are familiar with the series, you might be wondering why we're on the single image, and that's because this is the only image we'll be doing today. So this is Ninjask by Gaara Lover 995. So this cool Ninjask here, kind of flapping its wings, I guess. Very unique perspective. Yes. Very well done. Let's move on.
Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I'll be streaming tonight at 6 p.m. CDT Central Daylight Time. We'll be trying to evolve Wingull into Pelipper, Kirlia into Gardevoir, and Vigoroth into Slacking, and catch 2 Marill, 1 male and 1 female, for a Pokemon I'll be talking about next week. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Shedinja. As always, this is my proper outfit, and you'll see me tomorrow.